Hello friends, welcome to my channel Maths Realization. Today we are going to see or solve the question on indices. So let's start our class. So let's start our first question. The question is like this. You can see as we are doing the questions for indices, solve. The question says to solve this. Solve means you have to find the value of x here. Okay, solve means you have to find the value of the variable. So the variable is here x, so you have to find the value. So let's start our solving, or let's start our solution. So here I will write the question as the question is like this, and you have to solve this part. Okay, so first here we will try to write this in the positive form, in this power in the positive form, like this one. As we know the formula, if there is negative index, when you write it in the reciprocal form, its power becomes positive. Okay, we have seen this in the laws of indices part. And then so you can write here 5 to the power minus x is 1 upon 5 to the power x. Okay, in the positive form. Then okay, so we cannot directly solve this part here, so we have to let 5 to the power x as some variables, not as do not let 5 to the power x as x, so it is confusing there if you take it as x. So let it be another some variables like y, z, a, b, any variable. Okay, so I have let here 5 to the power x as a. So now then it is like this. So in the place of 5 to the power x, it is a plus 1 by a, because 5 to the power x is in the denominator, so a is here. And what I have done here, I have multiplied 25 times 25 plus 1. Okay, so this is mixed fraction. I have written it in this form, in simple fraction form. So 25 times 25 is 625 plus 1 is 626, and upon this 25 is here, this one is this 25. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to solve this part. So to solve this part, as a has no denominator, it means it has denominator 1, so we can let the denominator as 1. Okay, so we have to take the LCM on this side, on left side. Okay, on LHS. So how we take the LCM? So it is in this form, this part is in this form, so take it as 1. So a by b plus c by d. So while taking LCM, we will multiply these two. So bd is the LCM, and d is multiplied with a, and b is multiplied with c. So similarly here we will solve this left hand side. So let's see, I will solve. So a times, it has denominator 1, so a times 1 is a, is the LCM. This is the LCM. So this is multiplied here, means a times a is a square, and this here it has denominator 1 is multiplied here, so 1 times 1 is again 1 on the numerator. Okay, and right side is same. So now you have to cross multiply it. Okay, cross multiply means 25 is multiplied with this a square plus 1, and a is multiplied with 626, so it becomes seen like this. Okay, 25 I have taken on this side, so 25 times a square plus 1, so you have to multiply 25 with all this a square plus 1, and a goes on right side with 626. We can write like this, a times 626. Then now you have to open the bracket, or you have to multiply 25 inside the bracket, or you have to open the bracket. To open the bracket, first 25 is multiplied with a square, and then 25 is multiplied with 1, and your result is seen like this. So while you multiply 25 with a square, it is 25 a square, and 25 times plus 1 is plus 25, and 626 times a is 626. Okay, then I will take this 626 on left side, as if you see this part, and if you take it this on left side, then it is seen like the quadratic equation. So while I take it on left side, its sign is same. See, its sign is negative. It on right hand, its sign is positive, while we take it on left side, its sign is negative, and plus 25 is plus 25. No sign is changed for 25. Okay, now you can see that this is in the quadratic form, or this is quadratic equation. Any equation that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 form, that is quadratic equation. So we will solve it, or we will find the value of a by middle term factorization. Okay, and I have already made a video on middle term factorization. You can consult that video, you can watch that video, consult from there, and again but I will explain here also. So let's see, if there is any confusion, you will see that video or you can watch it. Okay, so here we have to concentrate on this sign. To solve it by middle term factorization, you have to concentrate on plus sign. So okay, this sign does not matter, you just concentrate on this sign. So concentrate on this sign and multiply this what we call it, constant with this first part. First term, this is second term, this is third term, this is x square part or x square term, this is x term, and this is the constant part, like ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the quadratic equation. So multiply 25 and 25, it becomes 625, and yeah, multiply 25 25, it is 625, is not it? Yeah, and now what you have to do is factorize this 625. Okay, factorize this 625 while you make the factors prime factorization, it is seen like this. Then what you will do, you have to write like this. Okay, I will explain here. So I already told you to concentrate on this sign, so this sign must be written here. You have to keep the bracket here, this sign, this minus sign is here, and this plus sign, or if there is minus sign you have to write here minus, if there is plus you have to write here plus. So keep the bracket, and this part, while you writing these two parts or these two terms, while you while you add this part, this must be 626a, and while you multiply these two parts, it must be how much? 625 times 25 is 625 a square. So while you multiply these two, it is 625 a square. While you add these two, it must be 626a, as minus sign is already there. Okay, now we have to open the bracket. So here outside is minus 1 is there. So what you have to do, you have to multiply minus 1 inside the bracket, and your bracket will be open. Then so let's start it here like this. So minus 1 times 625 is minus 625a, minus times plus a is minus a. Okay, so I have already explained these rules in you can see my previous video on sign rules. Okay, then plus 25 equal to 0 is already there. So now you have to take the common from these first two terms, take some common if there is, and take common from these two terms, minus a and plus 20. Okay, so let's start from first two terms. If you see 625 means 25 times 25, so 25 is here is also 25 times 25, so we can take that, we can take out 25, and here is a square, here is a, so we can take the common as a, and a square is here. So what is the remaining? So we will write the remaining inside the bracket. So 25 is taken as common taken out, and a, here a square is there, and if we have taken out a, then a is the remaining, and minus sign is here, and 25, 625, out of 625, 25 is taken out and a is taken out, so there is only remaining 25. Okay, for these two terms, while you taking out common, so there I am not seeing anything common, so you have to write this sign here. So if there is plus sign, you have to write here plus, if there is minus sign, you have to write here minus. Okay, so 1, if there is nothing common, you can write 1 as common. Okay, so minus 1 is taken as common. So while you taken out minus 1 as common, the signs inside the brackets will be changed. signs are changed. Plus sign become minus, minus sign become plus. So a has minus sign, so it is written as plus a inside the bracket, and 25 has plus sign, its sign becomes changed to negative or minus. Okay, you can write like this. Then okay, I have written here same thing is written here. Now there are two terms, this is first term and this is second term, so this minus separates these two terms. Okay, the multiply does not separate the term. This is first term, this is second term, this part only, this much, and this minus separates the terms. So from these two terms, if you are saying that, you see that a minus 25 is here and a minus 25 is here also, so you can take these as common or you can take this out. So here, yeah, a minus 25 is taken out as common, this part, and you have to write inside this next bracket the remaining ones. In first term 25 is the remaining, so I have written here, and in the second term, this term, minus 1 is the remaining, so I have written here. So after this, you will see, you have seen here, this is this times this, these are in multiplication. So we can say that if a times b equal to 0, either a is 0, b may be some numbers, positive, negative, or variable, anything, b is anything. But if a is 0, then b is some variable or number. If b is 0, then a may be some variable or some numbers. So either a is 0 or b is 0, but not both of them are 0. Okay, so either a is 0 or b is 0, but not both of them are 0. Okay, so we will use this property here. So either this part is 0, a minus 25 is 0, or 25 a minus 1 part is 0. So either this is 0 or yeah, this part is 0. Then first we will solve this. To solve this, 25 is taken on right side. It is seen like this. You know, its sign is changed from minus to plus when you take it on right side. And yeah, this is the value for a. And to solve this, what you have to do, you have to take minus 1 on the right side, like this. Yeah, like this. Take minus 1 on right side, and then while you take 25 on right side, what is it? It will go on the move on the denominator. Yeah, isn't it? It is times 25 times a, so it is in multiplication form. When you take it on the right side, it will be on the denominator, it in the division form. Okay, so this is the value for a for this case. Yeah, but this is not your complete answer, as question asks for the value to find the value of x. Solve for x. Okay, so you have to find the value of x. So there are two values of x. For this, you have to solve for a equal to 25 and a equal to 1 by 25. So let's take out the value of x from this part. So for this part, for a equal to 25, as we have let 5 to the power x as a, is not it? If you see in first, then you can find that we have let 5 to the power x as a. Then 5 to the power x equal to a we have let there. Then you can write it as we have found the value of a is 25. So 5 to the power x equal to 25 is here. We can write like this. So now what you have to do is you have to make the bases equal so that you can equate the powers. So here you have to make the bases equal like this. So 25 is written as 5 to the power 2. So if the bases are equal, we can equate their powers or we can equate their indices. If the bases are not equal, we cannot write the powers equal. So like this, if a equal to x equal a to the power x equal to a to the power y, then we can equate their, compare their powers or indices, that is x equal to y is the result. Similarly here, x is how much? You have to compare the powers as bases are equal. The value of x is 2. Okay, So this is the value of x for from a equal to 25. But again here is a equal to 1 by 25 is also there. What we have to do is you have to solve similarly like this. So for a equal to 1 by 25, as we already have 5 to the power x equal to a, so you can find the value of x from here also. So you can write the value of a here. So 5 to the power x equal to a, the value of a is 1 by 25, so 1 by 25 you can write here. Again you have to make the bases equal, so we can write 25 as 5 to the power 2 or 5 square, but the bases are not equal because it is in fraction form, so we have to take this on the numerator. So I have already explained the case of how when you take the values, when you take the denominator on the numerator, the sign of the power is changed, the base remains same like this. So when you take it on the numerator, its sign, the power of the sign of the power is changed only, so 2 becomes -2 when you take it on upper side, and base remains same. So now the bases are equal, so 5 to the power x, 5 to the power -2. So you can compare the power, comparing the power as the bases are equal, then x equal to -2. So we have two values for x. Okay, so hence x equal to -2 comma 2. So this is your final result. So this much for this class, and I hope you like this video, and if you have not subscribed my channel up to now, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.